Out, 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 out. Bye. See you later. Bye, guys. Good morning, Paco. Would you like to go out as well? Chores number one done. I'm old school. Every morning when I go outside, I start my engine on my truck. I let it run 10-15 minutes. I've been doing that ever since I started driving. Today we're gonna upgrade my my ride a little bit. I'm gonna put a remote start on my 2019 Ram pickup truck. I think that should be fun. Let's do it. This is my 2019 Ram 1500. It's my daily driver, and today we're going to put in the StartX remote starter. It's supposed to be a 30-minute install. We're going to find out. It's a big day here on Farming and Fingerstyle. We're doing our first unboxing, and I didn't want to miss out on the YouTube hoopla for unboxing videos. I gave a lot of thought as to what we could use to unbox it and stuff like that. And it's been fun to think about it, but at the end of the day, I think we'll just go ahead and get this junk out of the way so we can get started. What we have here is the StartX remote starter for the Ram 1500. I got it online for about just a little under $200, I believe is what we got. So inside the box, what you're going to find, it looks like we have a control unit here. All right, put that aside. I believe that will be the programming module. It's got looks like a big fat USB thing. Something with an ignition cable, cabling harness right here with some zip ties in it. Looks like a spudger for, I guess, probably getting connectors off or something like that. And it looks like basically the starter kit remote directions for putting it in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and read the instructions, get a little smarter, and then I'll come back. All right, step one. We got to go underneath the dashboard here and remove this panel. There's two screws over here. One is right here on this side. Over on the other side of the hood release is another one. I'm going to set this tripod down a little so you can watch me in real time remove this panel. Well, that didn't take long. It wasn't terrible. Now, I think that we'll move to the next step. What I have found is that in their instructions, they just kind of leave this hanging here, and you magically get up behind here somehow. Let's see. And you get to those connectors. I can't hardly see it, can't get to it. Behind you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these connectors off of this panel and get it out of the way so that we can keep the rest of this episode family friendly. All right, now the panel's out of the way, I can get a better view of what I'm trying to do here. The green connector on the far left, the one with the open slots in it, that's where they want me to put the first connector. We're looking at the harness for the first time. Laying it out here and get several connectors. All right, this is the connector they want us to connect first. That was that green connector on the left-hand side with the open ports. So that's what we're going to aim at first. Somehow we got it. All right, I'll put it in the bottom one because that was the easiest one to get to. The next step is to identify the connector behind the push to start button, and I believe that would be that guy right there. So I need to reach up there, clip that tab, and pull him out. So we're back to the harness. We've already connected that one wire, and next one we're going to connect this to the wire behind the connector. The connector that we pulled out just a minute ago, we're now going to connect that to this connector right here. All right, let's see if I can get that for you. Doing this in the dark a little bit. There you go. All right, it's a nice solid click. That thing is now in place. And the step after that is now going to be connecting this back into where the connector came from behind the push to start button. Got it. Nice click. I really haven't found a great way to video this, but the harness that I'm working on is back here, and I'm having a hard time even moving the camera back here. Right there, I've already spliced into that wire. Not focusing for some reason. Already spliced into that wire there. I want to wrap into it and wrap the ignition splice wire there, and then I'm going to tape that up. I really wish that there was a little bit more to it than that. I wish there was like a clamp on or something like that, but that's what they want you to do, is splice, strip that back a little bit, bare some wire, wrap the ignition wire around that, and then tape it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, there's a huge harness in my way, and none of the other videos seem to show this big harness in the way. So I'm having to work around that, and I haven't really found a good way of filming it. So you're gonna have to take my word that I did it. I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, that's the best picture I can get. I did finally get it in there, wrapped around there. Gave it a little squeeze with needle nose pliers, kind of crimp it around there. I'm gonna put a piece of electrical tape around that and call that finished. All right. So the ignition is installed. The little T is in. We're now down to 4 connectors. I'm going to install the connector now. It has to, basically I've got to press the black button here, right there. I'm going to have to press the black button while I install the black connector first, and then I can install the rest of the connectors onto this, and then I'm supposed to close the door and open the door, and I've got to go through a couple of this and that's to get it to blink green, and then disconnect all the wires. So that's what I'm going to do now. Got to wait until it blinks and then release. And now apparently it is reset, and I can install the rest of the connectors now. Put the blue one in the blue space. All right. There. And this one goes in. Okay. So apparently now I need to get in and close the door. Alright, so let's close the door, then open the door. Okay, done that. And let's see. Close the door, open door. Press unlock on the OEM thing. Unlock. Okay. If the LED flashes, I think it did flash. Hold on a second. Alright, I apologize. I'm jumping forward a couple of steps because I thought it was recording when it wasn't. I closed the door, I opened the door, I turned the ignition on, and I got the green flashing light. So now I'm going to remove all the connectors. I'm going to leave the black one for last, and then we've got to apparently go inside and continue programming it. We got to download something. So give me a second while I squeeze the little connectors. It's always harder when you're doing this. All right, then for the last one off, it's the black one, and which is easier said than done. Okay, all right, now we take it inside. I stepped inside long enough to connect the controller module to the USB adapter. I connected that to my laptop. I went to the website that's in the manual. I signed up for the account, and then it flashed the unit in just a few minutes. Everything went really well. It was pretty fast to do. So we're back here now, and we're moving on to the next step. We're going to install the controller module back in. I'm going to put the black one in first. Blue in. White one. All right. We're all connected. Next step is to turn the ignition on by hitting it twice. Wait till the LED should turn solid green for 2 seconds. I think I saw it turn green, but I was reading this first. Set the off position. Remote start while it's successfully programmed. Test with all doors closed. One, two, three. Ta-da! It did it. It worked. Everything went as the kit said it should. And that's how you turn it off. Thank you very much. Okay, the StartX kit. It performed just like it said it would. It was no problem. I personally had a little problem, and I'll probably flash to it sometime at this point. The wire that I thought was the brown wire was not. It was a beige wire, and I got the wrong wire. And so I had to troubleshoot that for a while. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, but it was easy enough once I went back and traced it. Basically, I was using a yellow kind of incandescent light thing to do, and I got the wrong wire. And when I went back there with a white LED type of flashlight, it was very obvious. Okay, that was the wrong wire. So I took it off, and I spliced it, covered the splice, and I spliced into the right wire in, and I came out here and it worked exactly the first time. So yeah, it was pretty sharp. The only criticism I have is that they say it's basically to use black tape over the splice, and I think that's kind of a little chintzy. So I've got these little connectors here. I'm going to go back in there probably sometime later, and I'm going to put one of these connectors on here. What it does is the pass-through wire you put on the end of the connector over here, and then you put the other wire over here, and then you clamp it shut, and it becomes, you know, nice. And I just feel a little better about that. So it would probably be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, this is for the, I would say, if you weren't trying to film it for YouTube, it would probably take about an hour to do it, and it did exactly what it said it would do, and I would recommend it. Although this is not a plug, and I'm not getting paid for it. This is you know, I went on the line and said which one got good reviews, which one seemed easy to put in to install, and so that's how I came to this one, the StartX remote start. It worked perfectly. All right, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching to the end. That's what really matters in the long run. The more you watch, the longer you watch, the more you know, YouTube likes what you know, I'm doing. So thank you very much, and hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for coming to Farming and Fingerstyles, and I'll see you next time.